What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Taurean Reloaded channel. If you are new, please be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you have your notifications set to all on all devices. Be sure to like, comment, and share this content on your various social media platforms. So I was tagged in this story on Twitter by Texas FBA Forever, where we have yet again another, I guess you can say, white adjacent individual whose name is Gino Rotondo out of North Providence, Rhode Island, who got into a standoff with the police. And of course, as you can see, this is his mugshot and he was taken in alive. But guess how long his standoff lasted? If you're looking at the title, there's your answer. 17 hours. We're talking about almost an entire day. I think out of all the standoff videos that I've done so far in the last couple of weeks, this one is the longest one. As a matter of fact, this might be one of the longest ones that I've done when it comes to standoffs, period. 17 hours? That's 2 work days and overtime right there. Because, the standard work day is 6 hours. I'm sorry, 8 hours. So, yeah, that's like what, 8? That's 16 hours plus an hour of overtime. That's crazy. And here I am thinking the one that happened in, if I can remember it correctly, was that the one with Lance Stores? Or was it that one in Georgia? I can't remember. One of them I think was like 9 hours, but 17 hours. Let's go ahead and get into it. This story is coming from WPRI.com and it was posted July 15, 2022. The North Providence man who barricaded himself inside his home for 17 hours earlier this week is now facing charges connecting to a previous arrest. Gino Rotondo, age 56. Again, look at the age. This guy's in his 50s. He's more closer to 60 than he is to 50. Was released into police custody after undergoing a psychological evaluation, according to North Providence Police Chief Alfredo Ruggiero. Rotondo, according to the chief, is being charged on an outstanding warrant for failing to appear in court for a suspended license and being held at the ACI as a bail violator for a possession of cocaine charge earlier this year. Officers rushed to Rotondo's Stephanie Drive home Wednesday afternoon after receiving a 911 call from someone reporting a gunshot being fired. Police arrived to find Rotondo heading inside the home carrying an AR-15 style rifle. This prompted the department to evacuate homes in the immediate area and issue a shelter-in-place order for others nearby. Rotondo spent the next 17 hours holed up inside his home with his 54-year-old wife, who stayed by his side voluntarily to support him throughout the ordeal. Now, you know what's interesting? Didn't I just do a story about the 15-year-old who had the firebomb thrown into his home? And he was pretty much completely innocent while they were trying to get somebody else? They didn't do that here. Not saying I would want them to have done it, but like I said, how we are dealt with versus how they are dealt with. Just thought I would throw that out there. Police communicated with Rotondo intermittently and at one point bought him 3 hot wieners and a pizza at his request. So this guy got 3 glizzies and a pizza just at a request for him. Wow. This just got even more interesting. Rotondo initially told officers he would surrender after he ate Wednesday night. When he didn't come out, police cut off his electricity, internet, and cell service. Rotondo and his wife surrendered peacefully around 8 a.m. Thursday. So this thing started in one day and transcended into another day. Investigators have searched Rotondo's home, according to Ruggiero, but the chief didn't provide any details as to what was found. Ruggiero said Rotondo will be charged in connection with the standoff. However, those charges have not yet been filed. Court records show Rotondo has a lengthy criminal history, having been arrested more than 30 times since 1988 on a variety of charges. So look at that. Lengthy criminal history. They said dating back to 1988. So his criminal history is 1 year older than me. So you're talking about 34 years worth of criminal activity from this one individual, or a criminal activity that spans over 34 years for this guy. And this is probably one of the worst ones that he's committed so far. There were no casualties, though. Not him, not his wife, or any of the cops that had him hold up, or the ones that were bowing down to his request. Because let's be real here, that's what they were doing. This got 17 hours. 17 freaking hours. And he's still alive. And he kind of looks like he kind of looks like Marlon Brando in The Godfather. Don't y'all kind of see the resemblance a little bit with that slick back? That's who that's all I kept seeing this whole time when I was doing this video. The only thing he needs is the full mustache to be in. It looked like he shaved. But yeah, again, another story of us versus them, how they get treated versus how we get treated. Now, they mentioned something about a psychological evaluation. What I'm noticing now, too, is that they're pumping that out more in the sense of they're not just saying, oh, this person has a mental illness. I'm seeing that those words psychological evaluation start to pop up more and more than the mental illness, because now they're saying, okay, we have to stop saying mental illness because they may be on to us. Let's say psychological evaluation so we can at least get them to maybe possibly believe that there's something very wrong with this person and we need to handle them with care. Let's just hypothetically say that that is what it is. What if that was us? What if black people or a black person that was in his shoes had a psychological evaluation? Would they get the same treatment? Let's say Christopher Dorner had a psychological evaluation. That didn't work for him because he got burnt up in the cabin. Let's say Michael Johnson had a psychological evaluation. As you can see, that didn't work in his favor because he got blown up with a bomb. Let's say Gavin Long had a psychological evaluation. That didn't work in his favor because he got shot up. So let's be honest with ourselves here. They know exactly who to and who to not use these terminologies on. And like I said, it's not me saying he doesn't have anything. If it's documented, it's documented. But there have been times when black people have had documents saying that they had a mental illness or suffer from something, and they were specific about it, and they still got taken down. Look at that black man down in Georgia, who definitely had something wrong with him. And because he walked out of his home completely naked, no clothes on whatsoever. And what happened to him? He got shot by the cops because they felt he was threatening them. With what? The guy had no clothes on. What was he going to carry? What did he didn't have anything in his hand. Meanwhile, you had that white guy down in Virginia who literally went around stabbing people. He killed like 2 of them and almost killed the 3rd. And they running away from him, and they got guns to take him out. But they running away from him like they were that scared of a naked man with a knife, and they had a projectile weapon. Y'all need to find out a way to make that make sense, because it's not connecting for me. But like I said, they know who to and who to not use that on, and they know who to and who not to draw their weapons on, and who to and who to not take out, even in situations such as this. So the thing is, they cared a lot about them, even when their lives could possibly be the ones that's in more danger. But what do I know? And I bet you, beyond me talking about this story, you're probably not going to hear it much anywhere else, unless someone in the new black media catches on to it, or unless you live in Rhode Island. And I don't know how many subscribers I have that live in Rhode Island, if any. That's probably as far as the story is going to go on a local level, because it definitely isn't going to make it to the mainstream media outlets whatsoever.